Hello everyone, Caplo here, and I would like to thank everybody that left comments, liked the video, and also subscribed. If you're not subscribed, leave subscribe yet. I really appreciate all of the support from the Flesh and Blood community. You guys are really awesome. After playing a lot more with the deck and trying out all of your suggestions in the comments, I would like to make a quick update to the 2 hammers Oldhim deck to make it a bit more competitive and less of a meme. If you watched the previous video, you can just watch the beginning with the changes, otherwise stick around for the full deck tech. One thing I wasn't a big fan of was the Crazy Brew package. Felt it was too unreliable and too risky and too much to set up. So we cut the Gambler gloves and the 2 Crazy Brews for a better equipment. So we're gonna play the Crater Fist instead of Gambler gloves. And instead of the Crazy Brews, I'm gonna play 2 Red Ice Quakes. This is really good to get the damage through with the hammer. Then, other changes I made is to substitute the 2 yellow pommel with the 2 red pommel. I feel like pushing the extra damage is really important, and sometimes they overblock if they expect some pump, but the pommel is better, the red one. So this is the change I made. I changed the blue pommel for a Pursuit of Knowledge. Thanks for the suggestion. I tried out and I really liked it. Then the last change that I removed the Sing Below for the red staunch responses. I'm not 100% sold on this change. I've liked the staunch responses at some spots, but in some other spots, like having the 0 cost of Sing Below was actually better. This is still up to debate, but for now I'm gonna play the staunch responses red over the Sing Below. I might try out the staunch responses blue just because it pitches for 3 and it's probably going to be useful for all of our expensive stuff. This is a slot that I still need to try out. Then the last changes I made was only addition, because in the first deck tech I only had 4 pieces of equipment and we can play more. So in order to maximize our slots, I played the full playset of Null Rune equipments in case of Wizard. And if you play against Runeblade, you can set in a few of them. The last piece of equipment that I added is a Crown of Seeds that could be really good, probably better than Helm of Eisenpeak in some situations. So this is what we want to try out. This is all the update I did for the deck. There was a suggestion to add Lead the Charge, but I tried it out and it felt a bit awkward for me. So I have not added it to the deck, but I've tried it out. Now let's get into the full deck tech. This is our deck. We have Oldhim and the 2 hammers. So for attacking with the 2 hammers, we need to have some sort of ways to attack with the 2 hammer. The first is to play a Time Snap Potion, and then you can destroy it and gain 2 action points. So that's 2 attacks with the hammers. Next we have the Time Skippers that you can destroy them and you get 2 action points. So you attack with the hammer twice. Other way to attack with the hammer twice is the Flock of the Feather Walkers. We have all 6 we can play a Flock of the Feather Walkers, that when I attack with them I get a Quicken token, and the Quicken token allows me to attack again with the hammer, just double hammer attack. Another way to get our Quicken token is with Cogs of a Commotion. So each hero creates a Quicken token, use that mode, but it needs to hit, so you need maybe to push some damage through or dominate it. But yes, this is another way to get our extra turn, extra attack with a hammer. Counting them, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11 ways to give our hammer go again. It's less than the previous deck, but it's more reliable and less reliant on randomness. Then another way to get good attacks with the hammer is to push the hammer damage through. So we have double Terra Sunder that gives your next Guardian attack +1 dominate, and then I discard a card. This card is really good, and The hammer is a guardian attack, so this is good for our hammer. Then we have an attack reaction in the sort of pommel. We can give our hammer +4, so if they try to block it, we can get over it. Another is the ice quakes. The red gives +3 and the blue gives +1. And then if the hammer hits, they create a frostbite. And if we attack with the Winter's Wail with the ice guard, it's like double frostbite token, which is really disruptive. So this is really good for like pushing the damage through. Going through the utility cards, as I call them, we have a Pursuit of Knowledge that is similar to Helm of Eisenpeak, that gives you 1 extra intelligence, so you can set up better for the next turn. We have stance responses for like defense, and we have 2 Glacial Footsteps. It's just mainly for like a big attack. If they expect for the hammer, maybe they set up a 4 defense with a Sing Below, and then you just surprise them with a Glacial Footsteps. Then let's go through our just support ice cards. We have several ice cards that can be used also as their face value, or these are mainly to pitch for the hammer. So we have a lot of ice cards. We have Winter's Bites and Grasps and Ice Encounter, Blizzard, Lake Frigid. So our count for ice cards is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 21 ice cards, so it's slightly more than half of our deck for having this ability trigger. It's quite powerful. Then let's count the blue cards. We are hungry on blue cards, especially we want to maximize the use of cards when you're pitching for. So we have this many blue cards, which they are 28 blue cards in here. So it's plenty of free resources cards for activating Winter's Veil, the Timeskippers, the Crater Fist, etc. Quickly run over the equipment so we can see the situation we can use it in. For our equipment, we have the Timeskippers that gives us the extra action point, which is the main goal of the deck, attacking twice with the hammer. Our main pieces of equipment is also Helm of Eisenpeak to scout your hand, or you can play Crown of the Seeds if you are expecting to be more grindy game. Then for our arcane damage, we have 4 arcane barrier cards. Those are like really good if you play against Wizard. You can like play some of them if you play against for example Runeblade. If you play against Runeblade, I would probably play like Timeskippers, so the tectonic plating, and probably play don't play the Crater Fists and just play like 2 pieces of null rune, or like only 1, because usually the Runeblade deal arcane damage in the chunks of 1, so you just need 1 null rune equipment. But if you play against Wizard, I would play like all of them, possibly, maybe play Timeskippers instead of the boots. And that's it. This is like our equipment suite. Hopefully it's gonna do you well. I hope you enjoyed the deck tech and the deck upgrades for this Oldhim deck. Expect a next video coming soon. I have a crazy idea, but I'm still waiting a few cards in the mail so I can like show you with paper cards instead of showing digitally. So stay tuned. If you want to check out, please remember to like and subscribe so you will be notified when the next video is out. Thanks everybody for watching. I will see you next time.